As a bonus segment from my Chester Bennington Save My Life series, I wanted to include my personal top 20 favorite Linkin Park songs list. I can promise you, it will probably be different from yours. So instead of us arguing over each other's opinions being wrong or whatever, put your own top 20 in the comments below. Since I don't want to get a copyright strike, instead of playing the music within the video itself, I'm going to include a playlist in the description for anyone who wants to possibly listen to each song as we go along throughout the video. With that being said, number 20, What We Don't Know. From Linkin Park Underground 10, this is my favorite Linkin Park Underground demo, so it will be the only one you see on this list. Number 19, Numb. The last part in my favorite lyric, how it's sung in the song, it gives me absolute goosebumps. I've heard a lot of covers of Numb, and unless you're able to nail that exact part of the song, your cover is going to get a pass from me. I remember having a big argument with my mother a long time ago and being so frustrated with her that I sat her alone in a room with the music video. And by the end of it, she understood how I was feeling in that moment and why I loved the band so much. Number 18. What I've Done. I went over my love for this song quite a bit in part 1, but again, this was the first song I felt like I experienced with the rest of the world for the first time. Just because you haven't been a fan of the band since they were called Hybrid Theory, it doesn't make you any less of a fan than those who have been. Number 17. Mark the Graves. Honestly, it's probably the most underrated song on The Hunting Party, and encapsulates the struggle of a strained relationship so perfectly. And with the final segment of my favorite lyric, after what happened to Chester, it takes on a whole new, and at times painful meaning. Number 16. New Divide. When I think of this song, I think of summer drives with friends, and this being the taste of Linkin Park that we had for what felt like a long waiting period between Minutes to Midnight and 1,000 Suns. Number 15. Leave Out All the Rest. When Minutes to Midnight first came out, this was my favorite song on the album. That's since changed, but it still keeps its place within my top 20 and continues to be a key song for battling my depressive thoughts. Number 14. Lost in the Echo. Lost in the Echo is powerful. It makes you feel powerful. It helps you find your strength out of a traumatic situation. And the perfect back and forth between Mike's verses and Chester's choruses, it is the perfect song for telling your past to fuck off. Number 13. Final Masquerade. I love this song, everything about it. I also highly recommend checking out the official acoustic version Linkin Park put out. I had always wished they'd release an acoustic album one day. Number 12. Nobody Can Save Me. Nobody Can Save Me became a really difficult song to listen to after Chester passed, but it's incredible. It's my second favorite song off of One More Light, and the brutal and emotional honesty sets the tone for the rest of an amazing album. Number 11. Powerless. I had always hoped that the band would play this song live one day. Aside from the performance of the music video, they never did. For a song called Powerless, this song packs one of the most powerful listening experiences you can have. The you represented within the song has been, for me, many different people. Someone I lost touch with, a broken relationship I've been in, my dad, and even Chester himself. Number 10, Nobody's Listening. I fondly remember watching a Naruto music video that would sync up the lyrics in this song with the characters' mouths to make it look like they were singing. The song made me feel badass walking through the hallways of my high school with my headphones on, not giving a damn about what anyone else thinks about me. Number 9, The Little Things Give You Away. A politically charged and incredible song based on the events of Hurricane Katrina. I highly recommend watching the band's performance from their Road to Revolution DVD if you get a chance. Number 8, Waiting for the End. The hardest part of ending is starting again. That was basically my mantra for the longest time. Whenever I find myself in a situation where I need to break everything down and start from scratch, that lyric is the first one to come to mind. Number 7, My December, live. There are a lot of amazing versions of My December out there. However, the one that's represented on my top 20 is the live version from the Live in Soho EP. Chester's voice surges through my ears, giving me this emotional connection to the performance. There is nothing like it. Winter has always been a really difficult time of the year for me, and the song encapsulates those feelings perfectly. Number 6, Hands Held High. In the past few years when Mike performed this song, he's done the first verse a cappella. The first time I saw him do it, again, was on the Road to Revolution DVD. When I was in college, that performance inspired me to do the second verse for a poetry reading assignment in my public speaking class. I got an A. Number 5, Wretches and Kings. Being at the first live performance of the song in New York City was absolutely incredible. It will always remind me of the first time I saw Linkin Park. Number 4, In My Remains. Why wasn't this song a single? It should have been a single. There's not a day that goes by since I first heard this song that it hasn't gotten stuck in my head at least once throughout the day. And I fucking love it. Number 3, Until It's Gone. When this song came out, I couldn't stop listening to it on repeat. I drove my brothers nuts. I love how the band described the meaning of the song as having 2 different meanings. One could see it as a breakup song, and another could see it as a song between a parent and their child. Number 2, Iridescent. I love this lyric so much that I got it tattooed on my left arm so I could look at it whenever I was struggling. It's helped me many, many times. Number 1, One More Light. For a long time, I couldn't get through this song without tearing up because of my dad. And then when Chester died, Well, it's my favorite song for a reason. And if you watched part 1, I go in depth with that reason. But this is my favorite song. Not just from Linkin Park, but my favorite song out of any song by any artist. There are times when I'm listening to this song that I think of my father. There are times when I think of Chester. And there are times when I think of how people would feel if my depression won the war I'm fighting with it. It's a song that could save lives. I wish it could have saved Chester's, but I'm so grateful he was able to give us this gift before he had to go. I hope you've enjoyed this series, and will stick around for what's next on my channel. I have a few things planned, but we'll probably be straying away from Linkin Park based content for a bit after these videos, unless it for some reason becomes heavily requested. If you'd like to stick around, feel free to subscribe or hit the bell icon, or follow me on social media with the links in the description. Thank you for your time. Make Chester proud.